So I'm just seeing what he.
So,
Monique, I'm gonna mute you because. All right, folks. So I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully, can everybody see Hulk?
I can see.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad, you?
Too bad. Thanks for hopping on. I guess the bright spot is you're not traveling as much these days, huh?
That would be correct. Yeah, home for a few weeks.
Good. All right. So, guys, this is the whole purpose of the challenge, and this is like open to anybody. So if you know people who are involved, or that you, like friends, family, that aren't on this, this is going to be all recorded, and I'll post it for you. We have a Facebook page. I put the link in the chat, but I'll also email out that link to you as well that we're going to run the challenge through. This is open to basically anybody who wants to partake. For this challenge itself with our members and with that small group, we're not accumulating points. This is just something for you to keep track of yourself, but there is going to be there is going to be some skin on the line for each of you, I hope. So the whole purpose of this is that it's the perfect time for us to do a challenge, actually. So if everybody's going to be stuck home, it's the perfect time for you to be able to focus on your health. And we're going to start by working on simple habits, which are all based around supporting immunity, your mindset, stress, as well as fitness, because fitness really is more of a mindset thing, and fitness can be accomplished anywhere. So these three things are keys to feeling amazing long-term, and they're also keys to feeling amazing in the short term. And with everything going on, I think if not, I think everybody who's could potentially be affected by this is all of a sudden looking at their health and realizing that, hey, they might not be as healthy as they want to. And, you know, when this is all over, you know, I think there's going to be across the nation a bigger preponderance of people focusing on their health. So the 6-week challenge, other resources that we have for everyone, just to reiterate, is we have our Train Heroic at-home workouts. We have 3 workouts a day. One's the gym workout, one is an equipment-based workout at your house, and one's no equipment-based. And if you go to Train Heroic on the app, there's the access code No Risk Corona Survival. If you're a member, we can at least use some equipment. And then right now we're still continuing our small group training classes. So the favorite part of this challenge is that this is kind of like a coach's dream, because you have time to focus on things you might have been neglecting, versus if it was everyday life, there's always some excuse of why you can't focus on something that you probably should be focusing on. You're also going to be less tempted because there's no going out to restaurants, and there's even less going out to the bars. So you'll be able to create some positivity in your family. And everything that we're going to talk about is totally customized to you, because you're going to get to decide what you want to focus on. And we're going to go over some more of that in a little bit. So one of the things about this is that the habits that you're going to focus on are going to be unique to you. So whereas a lot of challenges we've done before, we've had a set of rules that were pretty generic and strategies that may have not been right for you long-term or short-term. With this, we're going to just focus on things which are going to be unique to you, and you're going to focus on what you think that you can do, as well as your favorite habits. And we're going to work on boosting immunity, lowering stress, as well as building fitness. So this is all about simplicity, because there's only going to be a few things for you to focus on, and then you're going to keep this, basically right there in your face. The thing also is that this is sustainable. All right. We don't want to overwhelm you with the generic set of guidelines that the minute the challenge is over, you're like, oh, thank God that's over. I can go back to doing X, Y, and Z again. All right. We basically want you to find and start to build habits on things which you can do forever, because it's doing these things forever which is going to make you a much more healthier individual. These are also effective. They're tried and true. These are things that research has shown to work. And then the other thing is that we're habit focused so that it becomes automatic, so that this is a permanent part of your daily ritual moving forward. So the three big areas that for this challenge are going to be supporting immunity, mindset and stress reduction, and then building fitness. Now, there's a legal disclaimer, all right? I'm not a medical professional, even though I had a good night's sleep last night. This is supposed to be a fun challenge to help people support each other, as well as support their own immunity through basic lifestyle, exercise, and health habits, all right? There's no way guaranteed that this is going to provide you prevention of COVID-19, but just the healthier you are overall is going to help prevent sickness and disease, both acutely and chronically, and that's just what the research has shown. All right. So, with getting illness, like being the healthier you are, the shorter that illness lasts, especially with the acute types. So I'm going to email everybody this tracking sheet. And on this tracking sheet, this is set up for 6 weeks and Monday through Sunday. And you're going to have a weekly tally. All right. And you're going to select what habits you want. You're going to commit to your habits and you're going to track those habits. All right. And I'm going to show you where you're going to have a little skin in the game in a second. Okay. So let's just go over the habits first, and then we could come back to this tracking sheet. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at supporting immunity. And you could pick anywhere from 1 to 3 of these things. It all depends upon what you think you can accomplish. All right. And all these things, once again, there's science behind each of these things to show that these help support your immunity or boost your immunity. So the first one is eat fruits and veggies. All right. I've always advocated a plant-based diet. A plant-based diet that does include meat. And you should have 12 to 14 servings per day of veggies or fruit. And veggies are, veggies do trump fruit just because they have a lot of antioxidants in them. They have a lot of nutrients in them. And they're also lower calorie than fruit. All right. Greens and berries are the best because those are the lower sugar things. But if you replace processed food with veggies and fruit of any kind, that's a step in the right direction. The second one is fermented foods. This helps promote gut health and immunity. Your gut is actually the strongest line of defense for your immune system. All right. If your gut's all screwed up, your immune system's going to screw up. So one of the things that for this challenge, if you want to pick this habit, you're going to try to get 2 to 4 servings per day of fermented veggies or things like yogurts. And if we're looking at yogurts, we're going to get the most unprocessed yogurt possible. All right. Things like kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, tempeh, kombucha. All right. All those things are fermented foods. No sugar. All right. That's another one. So we're trying to avoid sugar. By avoiding sugar, it does help support your immunity. I know some people are sugar addicts, all right, but this does help cause stress on the body, and it does lower your immunity. So it says avoid sugars and avoid non-nutritive sweeteners. All right, well, with those non-nutritive sweeteners, those are like all the artificial sweeteners. I know people need some little bit of sweet. So something like stevia or monk fruit, which is natural, is better than the artificial varieties. Drinking water, all right, for a healthy lymph system, you want to drink half your body weight in ounces per day. A berry or green smoothie, this helps to maximize nutrients and antioxidants. It's another easy way to get fruits and veggies in if you don't want to eat all those fruits and veggies. And lastly, this is one which is probably going to be the hardest, especially for us with kids who are locked inside the house with those kids trying to get work done or anything done with kids, is no alcohol of any kind. Now, remember, you don't have to pick all of them. You can pick one, you can pick 3. I wouldn't go too crazy with picking more than that for each of these categories. The mindset stress thing, once again, we're picking 1 of 3. These things have all been shown to help to lower stress, and improve mindset. First one is sleep. All right. Sleep is the biggest thing that we can do for our health. Getting 8 hours of sleep per night. All right. Developing an evening routine, no caffeine in the afternoon. All those things might help create 8 hours of sleep a night. But trying to create 8 hours of sleep a night is the best thing that you can do for your body at any point. You know, it does help reduce stress. It does help to reduce inflammation. Journaling. All right. Journaling is another thing. All right. So a quick day summary, 1 to 2 things of each wins, gratitudes, moments. And then on Sunday, read the week and reflect on that week. There's a journal called the 5-Minute Journal. I don't know how quickly you can get it in, but that's a great way to, you know, or they have a free one online, I believe. That's a quick way to help for this reflection gratitude. 5 to 20 minutes a day of meditation helps to support immunity as well as reduce stress. Laughing, all right? So throw on some comedies or funny videos. Watch like the comedy specials on Netflix, work your way through all those. Force yourself to laugh, you know, tell dad jokes. I got a bunch of those too. If you want to laugh and you want like some really bad jokes, just shoot me a text. I'll send you one. Pretty soon it's going to be nice outside. Boost your vitamin D, get outside and go for a walk. When you're going to go for a walk, stay present, listen to nature, put your phones and devices away. And then the last one is breathing. All right, breathing helps to fight off endotoxins. There's a thing called cyclic hyperventilation. This is the Wim Hof method. There is actually a lot of science behind this. I wouldn't invite anybody in the room while you're doing the Wim Hof method. It's because it's a little funky. But if you do this 2 to 6 cycles per day, and it's great right before meditation mobility work, and there's YouTube videos on the Wim Hof method. And then the last one is the last one is the fitness piece. All right, so brisk walking for 20 to 40 minutes, listening to audiobooks or stay present and getting outside, getting those 10,000 steps in. That's roughly around like 3 miles to get that 10,000 steps in. Working out, all right, do an at-home workout. So 30 plus minutes of exercise, nothing longer than an hour, helps to improve the lungs and heart. Yoga, helps to support immunity as well as build fitness. There's tons of free yoga classes online, especially now. Do Yoga With Me is another online resource that has free stuff. Working on mobility and flexibility. And if you're currently doing your physical therapy, following your exercise program. So what you're going to do in each of these 3 categories is that you're going, each of these 3 things for supporting immunity, mindset, stress, as well as building fitness, you're going to pick 1 to 3 things on each of each category. And then up top here, I think you can hopefully see that little cross thing. You're going to write your 3 habits down or your 1 habit under each category. And you're going to commit to doing these habits 4 out of 7 days minimum. All right. And if you do more, awesome. All right. You're going to feel even better. But if you do less, then that's where the skin in the game comes in. So what we're saying is you're going to write your initials and you're going to make a contract to yourself on this score sheet. And you're going to commit to work these habits, all right, for the duration of the challenge, so 4 to 6 weeks. And if you don't succeed at least 4 of 7 days per week, you're going to donate a set aside amount of money that you determine to the charity that you determine. So this is a good way to, keep you accountable, that knowing that if you don't do your habits and if you don't keep track of things, you're going to make a donation to a charity. And right now, I think this is really important, especially with charities are going to be really hard hit by what's going on, and they'll be able to appreciate any donations you can. Although we'd like to see you prevent having to donate just by following the rules of the challenge. And that's what I have to present. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and make myself available for any questions you might have. So does anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask. No? No one has any questions?
No, it's pretty straightforward, man. It's great. Thank you.
My pleasure. I'm glad, and once again, if you know people who might be interested in this, like forward the information to them, get them onto the Facebook group. If you look, like I said, the link's in the chat. All right. And then I'll send an email out to everybody with that link as well so that you can participate. So anybody have anything? Feel like
Nope,
Ferris
sounds fun.
Bueller's teacher. Anyone? Anyone?
Sounds fun. Thanks, Judah.
Cool. All right. So 30 more seconds for you to speak up, speak your piece. If not, there's the link to the Facebook group, and I'll be emailing you a PDF of the tracking sheet for you to print out or to use. So, you good? All right.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks,
Judah.
guys. All right. Good
Thank
seeing
you.
you all.
Thank
Hopefully,
you.
we'll see you on the happy hour tonight. And remember, the challenge starts Monday, so get your drinks on now if you're going to choose that no alcohol.
Good idea.
Sounds good.
All right. See
Bye.
you guys.
All right. See ya.